let's talk about this Prairie View A&M midweek coming up because we got to. Guys, this team is. I mean, I know we've said this a bunch of times. This team's not good. This might be the worst not good team that we've ever said this about. They're 11-31, 7-11 in the Southwest Athletic Conference. They've been swept damn near every weekend. It seems like just running up and down their schedule. They've only won 3 series all season, although they are coming off of a sweep of Alabama A&M. Talk to us about that. What am I missing looking at these stats? Is there anything I'm missing, or is it just this is just a team that is not a good baseball team? And regardless of all the hubbub of this weekend and looking forward to next weekend, that this Texas team shouldn't just run right out of Dish Falk.
So the one thing you have to keep in mind is that even though they're 11-31 on their schedule, in true terms, they're actually only 8-30 because they've played 3 non-D1 teams, including Victoria Northeast Community College of Baptist Schools or some nonsense like that. And then they played 2 against Houston Tillotson here in Austin. But yeah, I mean, in terms of bad, there's 300 and it's either 305 or 307 teams in D1 baseball. They're number 299 in the RPI. Their strength of schedule is 292. They've got an ERA north of 9. I'll tell you the craziest statistic though, right? So they've only hit 53 doubles on the year, and they've only hit 28 home runs on the year. That's just not good, right?
Right.
They've hit 20 triples on the year.
Yeah.
They're like a triples machine. It doesn't make any sense, but they're a team that likes to run. They're like 43rd in the nation in steals, so they've stolen 89 bags on the year. Their whip is 209. They've only had 2 saves out of 330 innings. Like this is a short week. If Texas doesn't get out of there in 7 innings, something has gone demonstrably wrong because they've got 3 hitters. I'll give them this. They got 3 guys. One is a 2-way guy that are hitting over 300. And then everyone else is like below the Mendoza line. So,
yes. Yeah, it looks like Landon Williams is kind of their guy offensively. He's hitting 348, 35 ribbies, 8 home runs, 8 doubles. And as you mentioned, man, the pitching is just, I mean, the team ERA is almost 10. They only got 7 pitchers on the entire roster that are under a 10 ERA. There's not a lot of arms that they can throw at Texas and that are going to be even close to being good.
But I'll tell you what, this is one of those games where they're going to roll some guy out that's legitimately throwing 64 mile an hour, just weirdness. And our guys are going to look at it like,
what do I do with this?
What am I supposed to do? I haven't seen 64 since I was a freshman in high school.
Right.
Like, what do you want me to do with this?
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's something that doesn't come out in the stats. Are they just bad pitchers, but they can throw it up there, or is it like you're saying, they got a bunch of guys throwing beach balls up there and hoping people just can't lay back. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, I'm sure. But
they've walked 311 batters, and they've only struck 218 out. So they're definitely not getting the strike zone. Now I'll say that.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. This Texas team sometimes can get kind of anxious up there, get a little wound up, and not lay off pitches that they should.
But this is going to be a team where they're going to lay off some pitches, and then I looked at the stats, and the last time Texas and Prairie View A&M played, Texas beat them 7-0. Texas committed 1 error, but Prairie View A&M committed 6 errors during the game. God. And if you look at the score line, it was actually it was 0-0 going into the 6th inning, and then Texas scored 2, and then they busted open with a 5 spot in the 7th. So I was like, well, how bad could that defensive team be versus this year's? This year has committed 78 errors, so they have a 947 fielding percentage. So essentially, the offensive game plan for Texas should be stand there, do not swing the bat.
Yeah.
And if you do swing the bat, just continue running because they probably missed it anyways.
Wow. Well, I don't know, Mark. What do you think? I mean, I feel like this is a game they'll win, but it's one of those games where I talk about this a ton in football. It's like if you win, nobody cares because you should have won. But if you lose or don't look really great in the game, it's like sort of this catastrophic thing that kind of hangs over you, even though it really doesn't matter. A win's a win. We all know that. But, to your point, Zach, this should be a game they run rule this team. What are your thoughts, Mark, as we're headed into this midweek? We've got an early weekend against Arkansas. What are we thinking?
Yeah, I think from my side, right, my thought process is let's get some new guys in the game. It's a short week. We travel to Arkansas on Wednesday. Uh, I'd like to see Galvan get a night off, right? He's been behind the plate damn near every night, and I'd love to see a guy like Oliver Service or Chamberlain slide back there behind the plate. And if you look at the schedule as a whole, right, this is the last quote unquote easy game that we have on the
Right.
schedule, right? We're getting towards the end of things. This is our second to last midweek, and next Tuesday we play a Lamar team who I think is 36-11, who are really really good, right? So I think hopefully you see Schlossnagle look at this game as an opportunity to get some guys some playing time that haven't had an opportunity to play, and again I want to see some new arms out there get some opportunities on the mound. We saw a couple guys last week in San Marcos that, to put it nicely, I would just say I don't think they maximized their opportunity.
Right.
And some guys didn't necessarily pitch well, and I'd love to see them get another opportunity as well. Also hearing some rumors that there's some fresh arms that might be on the way. Even a guy like Cade Bing who hasn't pitched in a week or two that might be available again for us. So we'll see, but I want to see some fresh faces, and I'm looking for Texas to win the game pretty easily tomorrow.
Yeah, and to your point about the pitching, I mean, maybe this is a game where you give some of those arms that have historically gone in and haven't made the best of their opportunities. You get them in there again, they build up a little confidence. I mean,
Yeah,
I've said it like probably 50 times this year. Everybody's probably tired of me saying it, but all these guys are physically good. Uh, most of their most of their problems, when they have problems, are mental type problems, and it just maybe that's like a little piece of confidence, even though it is Prairie View. But if you can go in there and deliver some strikes, get some guys out, that's what your brain remembers. And the next time you go up
yeah,
there, you're like, yeah, I went out there last time and I just mowed people down. And they're D1 baseball players. Uh, so
yeah,
so yeah, I think to MLH 10's kind of point about Galvan. I mean, he has just gotten your point about Galvan. He has gotten beat up the last
yeah,
couple of weeks, and so that could be huge just to give him some rest heading into that series with Arkansas. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Sloss does as far as getting some guys in and out. I kind of agree with you. I mean, I would be surprised if that's not what we see. That we don't see a lot of guys that haven't got a lot of run get some opportunities, because I just think, one, you get the guys rest that are the starters, and two, you get some guys some opportunities to build some momentum, and it's not in this dire situation, right? They can really go out there and just kind of be baseball players, and try to
yeah.
try to put some good swings on the ball if they're hitters, and if they're pitchers, trying to try to get some balls across the plate.